If you're looking for an easy and delicious lunch or dinner recipe to try, then you need to try these absolutely delicious barbecue chicken wraps. They are very easy to make and I'm sure you're going to enjoy them. Now let's make it. So we're going to be deboning and cutting up some chicken thighs, but you can also use chicken breast if that's what you prefer. So we're going to debone these and cut them into strips. So I'm using about 1 kg of chicken thighs here, and I'll leave the full ingredient list in the description box. So for the bones, you can just go ahead and set that aside and you can use them in making some bone broth. After cutting up the chicken, we'll transfer them into a bowl and then we'll go ahead to season with some onions and garlic granules, some paprika, black and white pepper, salt, and then some chili flakes. And then we're going to go ahead to mix this properly together. So after mixing, we'll cover up with a cling film and allow to marinate for at least 2 hours in the fridge. So after the chicken is done marinating and we're ready to make the wrap, we're going to go ahead to prepare the rest of the ingredients. So for the vegetables, we're going to go ahead to slice up some white onions, but you can also use red onions. We'll slice that up. We'll also slice some red bell peppers and yellow bell peppers. You can also add in some green bell peppers if you prefer. So I like to just slice this up thinly and cut them in half. We're also going to be slicing in a little piece of cabbage and then some lettuce as well. And you can totally use any vegetable you prefer. So now the chicken is done marinating, we are going to go ahead to make the wrap. In a pan, we'll add in a little bit of oil and then we'll go in with the onions. So we want to allow the onions to caramelize a little bit before adding the rest of the vegetables. So this is what you want the onions to look like, and then we'll go in with the bell peppers. After adding in the bell peppers, we're going to season this with a little bit of salt and black pepper. And then we're going to go ahead to stir fry this for about 2 to 3 minutes before adding in the cabbage. And once you add in the cabbage, just mix this together and take it off the heat immediately and transfer to a plate, because we don't want the vegetables to get too soggy. So in the same pan, we're going to be adding in a little bit more oil and then going in with the chicken. So we're going to fry the chicken for about 5 minutes on each side. So we are frying the chicken in batches so we don't overcrowd the pan. So we're going to fry the chicken until it is crisp and golden like this, and then we are going to take out any excess oil remaining in the pan, and then we'll add in the first batch of the chicken back into the pan. Then we're going to be adding in some barbecue sauce and a little bit of honey, and then we'll stir that together, add in the vegetables, give this a quick stir, and then take it off the heat immediately and transfer to a plate. So the next step is to make the sauce for the wrap, and to make the sauce we'll be needing some mayonnaise. So I'm using some peri-peri mayonnaise, but you can use any mayonnaise of your choice. We'll also be adding in some garlic sauce. I'm also using the peri-peri garlic sauce, but you can also skip this and just add in more of the mayonnaise. And into that, we'll also add in some ketchup and some sweet chili, and then we are going to be seasoning this with some black pepper, onion and garlic granules, and then a little bit of salt. Mix this together and then set aside. And now let's assemble the wrap. So we're going to get a large tortilla wrap, go in with the sauce, the lettuce, and then the chicken and vegetable, and then we'll also go in with some of that sauce, and then we are going to wrap this up. So you can wrap this any way you want. I just like to wrap it like this, just fold up the bottom and then fold in the sides, just like that. Very easy. And then we are going to set this aside and do the same for the next wrap. So this recipe makes about 3 wraps, so we're going to be making 3 wraps. So go in with the sauce, the lettuce, and then the vegetable and chicken and more sauce, and then wrap this up as well. So when setting this aside, make sure that this part where the wrap folds and comes together is not facing upwards. If not, your wrap is going to unravel. So into the same pan we used in frying the chicken, we'll be going in with the wraps. So we want to warm this up and also crisp it up a little bit. So we're going to go in with the seam side down first, and then we're going to be flipping it. So you can allow this to crisp up as much as you want. So while flipping, you want to be very careful so that the content of your wrap doesn't spill out. And you can also use a spatula for this so you don't burn your fingers as well. So after the tortilla wraps have warmed up and toasted up to your liking, you can then take this out And that's it. Your barbecue chicken wraps are ready. This tastes absolutely delicious, and I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy them. If you try out this recipe, let me know what you think about it in the comment section, and I'll definitely come your way again with another mouth-watering recipe. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on our videos. I'll see you in the next one.